words can read. Hey guys, I just punched myself in the face, but you know what, I don't care, because today is the day where I'm bringing you another video. My nana's gone out to a bonfire, so it means I can record and be as loud as I like. Aren't you guys excited? Because I certainly am. I'm probably scaring the shit out of you guys, but you know what? I don't know, I'm sorry. So I asked you guys on Twitter which videos I should film as my nana's out, and one of you guys suggested for me to do like what are my favourite books that I would recommend that have either a black and Asian or any sort of those ethnics in either the characters or the authors. So I've selected 5 for you, and I'm really excited to share these with you. I haven't actually spoke about these books in a while, so it'll be exciting, won't it? So first book, or rather series, that I am going to talk about is the Shatter Me series by Tahara Murphy. Now, of course, the author is of this sort of ethnicity, if that is the word. I'm going to use it, so I don't care, I'm making it up if so. But she's awesome, and I absolutely love this trilogy, and just like, I really recommend it. This is basically about a girl, and if she touches you, you die, and she's just sort of kind of like wanted for that thing, and there is this kind of like romance involved as well between this guy called Adam, and then there's kind of Warner as well, who's like the dark side of it. But yeah, basically this trilogy has some sort of like a split between people who read it. They're either Team Warner or they're Team Adam, and I don't really know what I am. I don't really know. I'm still kind of split, and I feel like when I finally read the final book in this series, I think I will then make a decision. But for now, I just love them all. But I really recommend it. The writing is absolutely beautiful. It's awesome. This next series is another one that, I mean, I spoke about this like ages ago, and I wouldn't shut up about it because it's so good. If you love vampire books, this is definitely for you guys. Now, this is The Immortal Rules, and the series is called Blood of Eden, and it's by Julie Kagawa. I can't remember how that's pronounced. I'm so sorry. Julie Kagawa. I think that's the one. I'm sorry. But it's so good. It's not cheesy at all. These are proper dark vampires in a dystopian world. This girl, she basically is saved by this vampire guy, and in order to do so, he has to make her a vampire, and he teaches her the ways, and then she kind of like has to save someone, and it's so cool. And the end of book 2 had a massive cliffhanger. I need to read the final book, but I'm scared because it's the final book, and I'm scared. I'm still scared. Like, when it's the last book of series, I always seem to just stop and I don't read them, and that's just why I never want it to end. But I really do actually want to like read this in, but I completely recommend this. So yeah, the author is of that ethnicity, and she is flippin' amazing. Another author that is from that sort of area is Kat Zhang, and this book is What's Left of Me, and there is a sequel as well to this, which I need to get around to reading. This was one of the first books I actually read on BookTube, and it was that long ago, and it's so good. This is about clones, like basically like 2 minds. It's like 2 minds in one body, and it's just so good. It's so good. So 2 cloned minds. It's amazing. And I'll just try and get the names Ava and Addie, because it's been so long since I've read it. Ava and Addie. And this is just, it's such a good book. And, you know what, it's just amazing. Like, in so many ways. The government wants to hunt them down because like it's not meant to happen. They got to be like separated. Oh my god, it's so good. The next book, and you're probably recognizing that these are actually like a lot of series, and these are like authors, and this one I've only read the first book too. This is Legend, and the author is Marie Lu, so yes, she's of that background, and I actually really enjoyed this book. I think at the time I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, but I really enjoyed it. This is just like a really cool sort of dystopian series. It's very on the genre of like the Hunger Games. If you like the Hunger Games, you'll probably like this. And obviously it's been hushed down now since like Champion came out, and that's all gone now, and no one really talks about it lately, and it's just so cool. And basically it's about this guy who's called Day, and there's a girl called June, and she seeks her brother's killer. And obviously the big hint, well, the biggest hint of all is just like, I wonder who this killer could be. So, you know, like, you can't, it's not a spoiler, because it's written on the back of the book for a start. Honestly, guys, it's so good. You need to give it a read. I need to read the second book, Prodigy. It's actually right here in this pile of books. I'm prodding it right now. I'm prodding Prodigy. And the final book series that I'm going to talk to you about is quite a new and fresh one. The first book is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabad here. This is like my ARC copy, which is why like the cover is different. I actually kind of weirdly like this ARC copy, and this is just so cool. It came out last year and I absolutely fell in love with it. It's such a fantastic fantasy, and again, like, the author is from that sort of background, and you know what, it's really interesting about an empire, and this girl, she has to kind of spy amongst them all to get some secrets with like the Empress, and oh, it's amazing. It's such an amazing fantasy book, and I got the sequel to it. I need to get around to reading it, and I'm super excited to actually, but this book was just phenomenal. It was really enjoyable, and considering it's like a fantasy, I don't normally tend to like my fantasies, but this was really good. So there you have it, guys. These are 5 books series that I recommended to you that are sort of from that Black Asian sort of like ethnicity, but the ones I've selected are from authors that are like that. I haven't actually read many books with the characters sort of really being of that background. I need to read more. I need to read more characters that are from that sort of tone. So if you guys can recommend any young adult books with the main characters that are from that sort of area, please do let me know down below in the comments. I probably do own them, so it would be great for me to get around to reading them. But if you haven't read any of these guys, I highly suggest that you do. They are just amazing. I am dropping all the books everywhere because my books are just wanting to be read. They are jumping out at you guys. They are seeking to be read, and yeah, I'm excited to share these with you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this sort of video. Give me a thumbs up if you have. Let me know if there's any other video recommendations you would like me to do down in the comment box below, and I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. But that's all from me, guys. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy, and I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!